Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is Kayla Pitzo, Manager of Event Sales and Operations for PC Event Services. Kayla, welcome to the show.
Pleasure to be here, Mike.
Listen, so glad that you're with us. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of PC Event Services and what you're doing out there in Atlantic City, tell us a little bit about you, please.
So I graduated from Stockton University in May 2021 with a Bachelor's of Science in Hospitality and Business Management. I got a minor in marketing, and then I moved to Egg Harbor Township after I graduated, and now I work at Showboat, and I'm doing a lot there with a lot of their events, a lot of their operations, and that's where I am today.
Listen, I got a question lined up for you, but one of the things that I love when I talk to some young adults, male and female, is when they get that degree coming back. Yep. Talk to us, a two-part question here. Talk to us about the importance of young professionals as you're doing, but also coming back to the community where you grew up.
So I believe it's really, really important for young professionals in this industry for a couple reasons. The first is there's this like generational standard where you know, my age group and so forth maybe doesn't want to work as hard, or oh, they don't know as much, but they'll go with technology. But that's not the case at all. A lot of us, especially that come from Stockton, are really, really hard workers. And besides the fact, I think it's really important for young professionals to be somewhere where they can be a team player. For an example, right now where I'm working, I can name 3 people off the top of my head that have been very influential since I started working at Showboat. They've helped me excel in my career in only the short time I have been there. That's Michael Levine, he's our Director of Sales, Bené Marsh, she's our Senior Representative of Sales, and Mindy McPherson, and she is the President of PC Event Services.
Powerhouses right there.
Yeah.
Got to meet Mindy this past year, early spring into the summer, and what you're doing there, and some of the events that they're been going on throughout the summer and moving into the fall and into the winter. Amazing. Yep. I see PC Events taking a bigger place in the Showboat Hotel, Atlantic City. Talk to us about that a little bit before we jump into the hospitality field.
So PC Event Services is a great company. They're event production, concessionaire, off-premises catering, on-premises catering. They have Steel Pier. They're located, you can find them at Showboat. They have the Atlantic City Eatery, and it goes beyond that. They are just a powerhouse team, and I couldn't be happier to work for them. I learned so much every day from all of them, and it's just really amazing to see what's going to happen in the future with them.
It was amazing, again, talking about the New Jersey Avenue site there, the field, beautiful sand lot, and it was amazing this past summer, and hopefully into next summer, the Seafood Fest. Yep. Every weekend. Touch about that a little bit, and then you said something that really gets me, and when I talk about Atlantic City and what we do, is the joining of different businesses, Steel Pier and whatnot. But that's a huge on-take of what they did this past summer.
So basically, they're still continuing to do the Seafood Festival. I just ended, actually. So that'll definitely come back next summer. That was very popular. And they're continuing to do events like that. All of Christmas, the whole month of December, we're going to have huge things happening at Showboat by PC Events. We're going to have the biggest Christmas tree that anyone's ever seen in 152 years in Atlantic City. So it's really exciting to be able to give that to the community of Atlantic City. They don't have to drive all the way to New York to see the Rockefeller tree. They can see it right in their own community.
So listen, 801 Boardwalk is going to be popping this Christmas season. Talk to us a little bit about that. 152 years of that boardwalk, the first of its kind, the longest of its kind. Never seen, to our knowledge, a Christmas tree up on it. I saw it being shipped in recently. I mean, this is amazing. Dina Gizzard is going to be decorating it. Talk a little bit about what's going on, and how long will that be able to be seen?
So that will be all throughout the whole month of December. Every weekend in December, there's going to be concessionaire by PC Events. There's going to be vendors of artisans and different crafts. Anyone can come. It's free of entry, and basically just something to give back to the community for them to enjoy. And I'm really excited to be a part of that. I love event production, and I really think it's going to be something great for this community.
And it sure is. Talk to us about some of the events, maybe past, in the works, in the future, that's going on there?
So a big thing that a lot of people know about is our water park. That's going to be huge. We hope for it to aim around April, May 2023. There's going to be a lot of events going on there. Of course, birthday parties, bachelorette parties, anything you can have there, you name it, it's going to be there. We're hopefully going to build an adult area for, separately, so our goal is to kind of attach an adult area boardwalk level, so that way that people can have fun and their kids can have fun, and it will be a great thing for the community.
Listen, we love our casinos, we love the shows and whatnot, but one of the things that we've needed in Atlantic City for a long time, and you would have thought there would have been probably 3 or 4 of them, was a water park and that sort of thing. That end of the boardwalk has been popping with the opening of Ocean Casino a few years ago, Hard Rock, your neighbor, Steel Pier, which you mentioned, and then Bart Blatstein was there when it was kind of dark down there, but they stuck to their guns, so to speak, and PC events come in and Lucky Snake being built. Talk to us about that a little bit, because then not only are you going to have a water park in a few months, you're also going to have that Lucky Snake. I believe it's the biggest arcade on the East Coast.
It is, and it's 200 arcade games away from being the biggest in the world. So,
right?
Yeah, in the country. So, sorry.
No.
So that's really, really exciting. And I just want to touch on something you mentioned as well, Bart and his team. I just want to give a little shout out to Tower Investments, because they really did stick to their word, and their developmental team has been great so far in really building up Showboat again. And, you know, like you said, we have a lot of casinos and we love them, but we really need a family hotel and resort that is family friendly, pet friendly, and you can just come with your family and your kids and have a good time and make memories that you won't forget at Showboat.
Absolutely.
To touch on the Lucky Snake, right now I'm dealing with a lot of events in the Lucky Snake. We have corporate parties, huge corporate parties. Over 100 people come in with their team for their holiday events, their end of the year events. We have, you know, of course, birthday parties, again, bachelorette parties, and we can offer very, you know, specific packages to cater to anyone's needs to come on in and have a good time. We have the go-karting, we have, you know, the largest arcade again, we have miniature bowling, mini golf, and then we also just opened Dark Ride, so it's a virtual reality, kind of like the games you see in Disney World, but right in Atlantic City. Another great thing for the community that we don't have to offer in a wide radius.
And that's the beauty about what you're mentioning. We only got about 2 minutes left. Showboat, PC events, they're into the community. One of the things that I'm going to mention too, and then we're going to turn it over to you for the last minute or so, you can walk into Showboat and there could be anything from a Comic-Con going on to a fight to wrestling to a fashion show. That's the beauty of it. And I've sat in a couple meetings and I've also heard the word 2,000 events or whatever. It's not far-fetched down the road to see something like that. You got about a minute left. It's all yours, Kayla.
Okay, so yeah, the last thing I want to say is just that, you know, I truly love going to work every day, and I enjoy the team I work with. Again, Mindy McPherson, Bruce Bottomley, Michael Levine, Benet Marsh, they're all amazing people to work with, and the rest of the Showboat team. Sean Borges, he's our new general manager. He has done an amazing job so far, really building our team up and just working as team players to really get Showboat to be a staple in this community.
Listen, Showboat is, I tell my folks all the time, live, work, play at Showboat, Atlantic City. It's an awesome, whether it's Connor, like you said, Bart, Mindy, Bruce. I love it there. I have so much fun there. Folks, stay right where you're at. We'll be right back. Kayla, thank you so much for joining us tonight.